All right, minute 30 into the match. Right now, AJ Ferrari, number third in the country, actually, at the moment. That's crazy right now. Against the number 27th ranked wrestler in the country. And he slaps him down and hits that fake, applying pressure because in the first minute and a half, I didn't add the first minute and a half. He wasn't really doing too much. He was applying like the other. They were just like they were just grabbing wrists. They weren't even like applying pressure. So I think AJ Ferrari's now pushing more into him. But he takes a shot now from here, and you see right now how the Utah Valley wrestler sort of make sure his head doesn't go on the outside, because if that head goes on and it switches to the other side and gets that takedown. So what ended up happening there was the Utah Valley wrestler was trying to make sure AJ Ferrari's head didn't go to the right side, but he actually ended up switching off to the left side and getting the double leg from there. So, I had this other guy before say that AJ Ferrari, I forgot exactly what he said, but right now, 38 seconds left to the period. AJ Ferrari just has to keep him down. AJ Ferrari is very technical. It does look like, sometimes he does use his strength a bit, but he does have like technique. He was a national champion, and he was third in the country last year. And it's not like at an easy weight class as well. I mean, in his year when he won the national title, it was more of an easier bracket, maybe a little bit, you can say. But like the previous year, getting third in the country regardless, even though he came back after a couple of years. And the thing is that 197 is a really tough weight class. It's not like, I mean, AJ Ferrari gets the advantage because he's strong, but that's the whole thing about the weight class. Like, it's not just about like technique and everything. Like, you need to move, like, so you need to be like crazy strong, crazy fast, and everything. And right here, he just has to ride him. He gets that. He sits out, and from here, he's gonna make sure he does not stand up. He's gonna want it. Like, wait, is time up? I thought it was 23 seconds left. I think time's still going. I think the clock's a little off. As well, they had like a whole and eventually right here, if AJ Ferrari can keep that foot and make sure, that's really good what he did there. But and I don't know exact 15 seconds left, and that's I don't know. I don't know about AJ Ferrari being ranked third in the country. I mean, maybe he could place top 5. I would maybe assume top 3 at least. Because AJ Ferrari is showing a lot of, It's just that he dropped out. He dropped like twice. Like, he lost twice to the Ohio State wrestler. The first time he lost like because of an injury, I think it was something like that. But the second time, he lost in overtime. So, anyways, he beat the Penn State wrestler, who the Penn State wrestler upset the Ohio State wrestler. And he hasn't wrestled the Iowa State wrestler, which he's really good. I watched some of his matches. He's like really, really good. So I watched as well this one match where he got taken down like the first like 10 seconds, and then he immediately got up and just like hit like a duck under, like Matt returned him. It was so funny because and yeah, he ended up, I think, tech fault the guy. He's got a lot of tech faults this year. He's really good. I actually watched the first match I watched of him was his Stanford match against Stanford. I'm like, I didn't know he was ranked number 1 in the country at the time because I think he redshirted the previous year, or something like that. He gets to his feet straight away, and AJ Ferrari is going to make sure that he doesn't get on top. But you see how he's constant movement here, and these heavyweights are moving a lot more faster. I mean, like, I've watched some high school heavyweights recently. I watched one. I didn't watch plenty. I watched a match. It was mad slow. And in my high school area, they in my state and everything, a lot of the heavyweights are moving very slow compared to how they used to move. Or did they move as fast? I remember one year where this guy, he came from my area. He was a state champ in his junior year, and he was moving mad fast. I think, at least. I'm pretty sure. Well, he moved pretty fast overall, but what ended up happening is he quit his senior year. He didn't want to wrestle anymore. So, I mean, maybe because he had like a ton of football D1 offers, and football is where you get the money. Imagine how much money he's making in college. I mean, he's not really right now. He gets to his feet straight away, and once again, you see how he's grabbing that leg, and AJ Ferrari really wants to get that riding time. I think that's where he wants to really play it safe, just in case his other wrestler takes him down or something, because that's how AJ Ferrari's been winning his last couple matches against the Penn State wrestler. One because of riding time, one his match against Minnesota because of riding time, and those are the only 2 matches I can name off the top of my head that he won based on riding time. But minute and 34 seconds left on the clock, And as well, at least there's more action right now compared to like and right here he gets out now, but that first minute and a half was probably the most boring wrestling I've ever watched. Like there was no, like I couldn't even say anything. They weren't applying pressure. They were just grabbing wrists and basically doing this, but like they weren't even pushing into each other. They were just doing this right here. At least now he's pushing into him a bit. And maybe this could be one of those matches where a stall point wins. I actually watched a match before. It's some local teams in my area, some local team. When he gets that reshot, and from here once again, he's making sure. But he's doing really well. AJ Ferrari, you see how Hobbs moves his leg over there, and now getting that foot, and from here switches off to the side. And if he can get his head out, which you see on his arm how he's blocking that, he's putting his arm underneath AJ Ferrari's arm, making sure he can't really move to the side. But AJ Ferrari is really building up, bringing that leg up as well. So he's trying to move into him more and rolls through. Yo, that's crazy, and maybe you could get back points. Yo, some of these heavyweights are built different. Oh my god, I'm not watching that. Yo, there's no need to. That is crazy. Do you see that right there? He's butt dragging. Yo, I'm telling you that I'm never doing that ever in wrestling. I had some of my partners do that type of stuff to me, where they're butt dragging me, and I'm like, I'm not doing any of that type of stuff. There's just no need to do that type of stuff. I watched another match before where this dude won in like sudden victory or something like that, or I think it was double the overtime, where he it was like the last 15 seconds of the match and he was like butt drag. Yo, it was crazy. I can't watch that type of stuff. It's just like crazy. There's just no need for that. I saw as well one time in the Olympic match. It was like this Olympic match where there's some other wrestler. He was like butt dragging the other guy the entire. How is he like? And it was deep. Like it was crazy. And it's like I don't know how he can take that. Like he deserves the win after dealing with that. Doesn't even matter the fact that he beat him, the fact that he can get through with that. That's crazy, like toughness. Oh my god. I mean, regardless, see. But anyways, this Utah Valley wrestler, moving different. And how much he looks like he weighs like 260, and he's moving like you saw his roll that he did. And what's going on from here? And from here now, neutral last 15 seconds. Maybe this Utah Valley wrestler could get a shot or something. In the last 15 seconds. Maybe you can like force him out of bounds, like push into him and maybe get a shot from there or something. It doesn't look like these guys are like crazy like outmatched. It doesn't look like the Utah Valley wrestlers like getting like crazy like dominated compared to the I forgot this other match. What was the last match? AJ Farr's gonna choose bottom. Really good on bottom. What was that match he wrestled last week? I forgot what it was. I think it was like Northwestern. That's what it was, yeah. Where he like dominated that match. But this wrestler is Utah Valley wrestler. He gets to his feet straight away. And he keeps him down, Not a lot of opponents kept AJ Ferrari down for long. He switches off to that leg and gets out, Doesn't want to risk anything too much. That's the thing, though. If you get into a risky position when you grab that leg or mount, he gets that reshot. But when you get into a risky position, like when you get into a position like when you're like on the edge of the mat or something like that. I'm not edge of the mat, but like he gets that leg now from and once again he grabs that arm and defending this really well. Maybe make sure he can like get to his feet and maybe peel. He gets that shot foot now, which is I think it was a little bit of a mistake because now he gets back points when you're trying to get some back points. Doesn't get anything, just gets the takedown and now getting to his feet. But that was a little risky what he did there with the roll. I mean, it was a high risk thing, but it could have paid off. He was in a risky position, but I felt like he didn't need to do that. I felt like he could have he was on the edge of the mat, so I felt like maybe he could have fought from the edge of the mat, maybe done something from there, but whatever. But anyways, with the mat return thing, if you're mat returning the guy and you're in a position where like it's risky, like if you like mat return him in like a bad way, he can like put you on your back, just let him off. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what a lot of these wrestlers do, and he gets that escape, and he's been really good at this. Some Utah Valley wrestler, he's been really good at getting out, and he gets that shot, and he's gonna be a little careful because you take a bad shot and someone could reshot very easy, and that's what AJ Farr is looking like he's gonna do right now. The Utah Valley wrestler's trying to push him out, get a stall call, and that's exactly what he did right there. You see, it's so crucial in these matches now. Where, I mean, sorta. I mean, usually in heavyweight matches they are, but like it's the score. That's the thing. He gets that leg down from here, defends really well, and gets behind him. Ref's not calling anything. If you can just sweep him down, like take him down, and tries to roll through once again, takes him down now, and that's why it's like a little risky doing that type of. I mean, like not risky, but I mean like you should have been a little more careful because by guys 30 seconds left, and that's the thing with college a lot, where a lot of dudes like reshot. Like it's like in high school, you can take bad shots sometimes, but in college you take a bad shot and that dude's reshotting. Like, and I've done it a lot as well. You know, I'm grabbing the wrist now. I haven't done it way too much, but I did it a couple times. He snaps him down, and he takes a shot, and from here he takes him down once again. I haven't done it a lot because I'm still early into my college career. He gets that leg there once again, and he's trying to get the shot. He's trying to get and right here, 14 points, and maybe he got riding time as well. Did he get riding time? And what a way to win the match. That was a great ending. Last 30 seconds where it really went from 7-2 to 14 points. That's a tech ball, right? Yeah, that's a tech ball. 15 points. You get the riding time, I'm assuming. So, tech ball. And, yeah. That's not one time.